Kylie, I've not seen you for such a long time. How you doing?
I know, I'm good, thank you. It was all a bit of a crazy time around Tokyo, wasn't it? So we didn't get to see each other as much, like as Paralympians, but yeah, I've been good. I've had a busy few years.
That's good to hear. Well, I think it was the homecoming when I last saw you, and it was a brief wave, and obviously seeing the wheelchair rugby team winning, I was sat in a hotel room near to the motor circuit where our road races were, and I was just so inspired by all my teammates, couldn't touch them and say hello and well done in person. But yeah, it was amazing. I really hope loads of people watched it back home, because obviously the importance of being able to see the people that inspire you on TV, it is just where it all started for me, being able to watch someone on telly.
Yeah, for sure, me as well. But not being able to give like a big hug and congratulate people was really hard. You had to like control it, didn't you? You wanted to run over and be like, yeah, you just won gold or silver or whatever they did, and how amazing they'd be.
But yeah, no, it's all very virtual, but thankfully now not so much.
Yes.
But in terms of all the being able to watch people on television, was that how you started in rugby? Who was your role model? Because you weren't, you weren't playing rugby from being a little girl, were you?
No. So yeah, it all started for me when I was tiny, like 5 years old. All I wanted to do was play sport. So being someone that loved all kinds of sports, I tried everything, from netball to football to rugby and even show jumping. So while I was a teenager, some of my big role models were, in show jumping, and the Whittaker family, and which young daughter was going to be show jumping for Great Britain, and that sort of thing. So I had loads, and then obviously the more sport I got into, on telly more often, I used to see the Williams sisters, and Serena Williams particularly. I always saw her as a strong female winning loads of competitions and loads of tournaments, and I just thought, oh, I want to do that, that looks amazing. And then, yeah, seeing Venus and Serena competing together and doing the doubles was always amazing to me. I loved watching that because, brought out the relationship between me and my sister, and then we started doing adventure things together around the world and hand cycling through Vietnam and South Africa, and I used to do those with my sister, so they were big role models for me, and I loved watching them compete.
When you think about the qualities of those role models, what do you think the qualities are that people will talk about that you have?
So I think within wheelchair rugby, because it's quite a male-dominated sport, it's getting less so. We're getting more and more females, but one thing I would just love to be sort of, always known for, and is really working hard to get more females into our sport. I've been doing it for many years. It's so amazing, especially since Tokyo, and actually getting that gold medal and being the first woman in the sport to win gold is just amazing. I get so many pictures sent to me from young girls that have just gone and started playing wheelchair rugby for the first time in their rugby chair, and they send them to me and they're like, because of you I've joined, or their mums will send me, because of you my daughter found her first wheelchair rugby club and stuff like that. So for me, I really hope people will just see, the amount of work I've put in to really help get women into our sport and enjoy wheelchair rugby along with the men.
And when we think about sport, we often think about it being very male-dominated, don't we? What would you say to someone who is feeling a little bit overwhelmed by that and very self-conscious, because you came into the sport, you're the first woman to win a gold medal in wheelchair rugby, but one of the first and one of the very few to play in a very male-dominated environment. How would you give them that confidence that they need?
So I tell them about my journey. The first time I ever meet people, I will say to them, especially the young girls, I'll be like, right, look, when I first started, I was nervous. I used to look at all the men and think, oh, can I fit in with them? How am I going to cope being, hit in a chair by all these strong men? And I used to worry about it a little bit. I used to get a bit nervous. And I just say to the girls, do you know what? Go and give it a try. And I promise you, after, a session or two, or maybe even a few weeks, you won't even think about it. You'll just be one of the team with the boys, and that becomes your team. And honestly, it's the most amazing feeling in the world. You just feel like you're meant to be there. Do you know what I mean? So as soon as you say that to them and you explain your journey and how you were nervous, it makes them go, oh, okay, so you did feel that too, and it's okay to feel that way. And I'm like, yeah, of course. And then they'll go and try, and then they nom it.
Do they send you messages and explain how things are going for them?
Yeah, I get messages later down the line all the time, and it's absolutely incredible, and they'll say, oh, thank you for pushing me to go and try, and I've been playing now for 3 months, 6 months, and I'm about to do my first competition or league weekend, and they're just so proud of themselves, which is amazing, and I love it. I love seeing how they progress through the sport.